Alright. This idea came to me today, and I don't think it's a bad idea. Since I don't really have an attorney that I trust at this time, I don't, I have a couple of attorneys for different things. It's just, I don't know. I'm like, maybe Gambit will be my attorney if I ask him. So, Gambit, do you want to be my legal attorney from a distance? If not, that's okay. But you're better than nothing. Well, better than what I got. It just seems like all the attorneys are like, we don't want to defend this guy. We don't want to defend this guy. And, he's a crazy guy. I've heard it all from him. I want someone that isn't one of them. Someone solid. And who's more solid than JR? Gambit, nobody. He's the most solid person I know. It's not like Jesus is showing up and defending me in a court trial. He's not showing. I mean, if he showed up, they'd crucify him with me as well. We both get, so. I don't have Jesus as an attorney. You know how they say that, like in Christian churches, Jesus is your attorney to the Father. He's your defense attorney. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, I don't see him defending me in the courtroom. I don't see him defending me to man in the courtroom. Are you sure he's going to be my defense attorney to God the Father? I don't know about that. That's not what I witnessed. You know what I'm saying? And I tell that to pastors that preach that. I'm like, Jesus isn't coming to be my defense attorney. There's nobody. It's just me walking in there. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, so that's all hooey. I don't see Jesus being my defense attorney through any of this. That's a bunch of hooey, He may be a defense attorney in the next life, but not this life, from what I've seen, So, anyways, that's not what this video is about. It's about, Gambit, what do you think I should do? You're my attorney now. What do you think I should do about this? This was never brought up to me by the public defender. He never showed me that I could disqualify a judge. That is unforgivable. It's right. He never brought that up. So that's the first order of business. Should I disqualify Judge Herod? The first judge at the jail that I saw, the very first judge, should I disqualify him for calling me crazy, basically? Using their words for crazy, basically. Should I disqualify? I say yes. I say yes. What do you say, Gambit? Do you say yes, disqualify Herod? Let me know. Let me know. That's your first order of business. Maybe I'll pay you something when the trial's all done for being my lawyer. Just kidding, I'm poor. Maybe you'll help me for free. Maybe. What do you feel? Disqualify Judge Herod? I say so. That's what I was thinking. But I wanted to run it by you first. Thank you. Thank you for being my lawyer, Gambit. The Wolverine needs a friend right now. The Wolverine needs a friend in the courtroom, and you're it, Gambit. You're my only friend, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows Gambit's Wolverine's only friend. It's legit. At least as a living person, not named Jesus. But I'm questioning if Jesus is my friend. I'm like Job right now. Carest not that I perish in a courtroom where they will crucify me in front of everybody. Carest not that. I'm like Job right now. But oh well. God knows my looks are deceiving. He can't handle much. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can handle a 3-year court trial with all the tactics they can use in the kitchen sink thrown at me. Possible. I'll last longer than the O.J. Simpson trial. I'm not kidding. God knows I have that kind of endurance, that kind of perseverance. I got nothing else to do. I don't. They know I have no friends. I don't have a life. The people in the system know that. I'm a loner with no friends and not a life. I just have Gambit across the country, you know what I mean? We don't chill every day. I got nothing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. So I'm like, God knows I have the endurance to take any punishment they dish out. Anything. God knows it, and that's why he's extending this. He's like, do your best. Do your best to take them down. God's saying that to everybody in the USA system. Do your best to take them down. Send drones, send bombs, send everything. Send helicopters, send the police force from Missouri here. Bring all the police force from every state here to stop them. Do it. God's like, do everything. Do everything against the Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? God knows I can handle anything they dish out. Bring all the weapons in the world. Bring all the human weapons in the world. Bring it on. Bring it on. I'll have nothing. I'll have nothing as far as that. I'll have nothing, and I'll still beat them without any weapons on me. I'm not kidding. Any human weapons, that is. And they know it. They're like, oh man. What are they gonna send next? I'm like the Spartans. I'm not kidding. I'm like, who are they gonna send in next? Who is Xerxes gonna send next? You know what I'm saying? Who? You know what I'm saying? They've sent a lot so far to try to take me down. They've sent a lot so far. Who's next? Is the question. That's all I'll say for this video. But in the meantime, Gambit, should I disqualify Judge Herod? I say yes. Even if you say no, I might still say yes. But I'm going to run it by you first because you're my attorney. And that's all I'll say for this video.